down the street. Da, 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 da. I don't really know the lyrics. Hey guys, how's it going? Happy Happy Friday. Star Wars story here. Um, yep. Every as per tradition, I need to listen to my own live stream now. Yeah, that's fine. Usually for some reason the microphone's always quiet, but not this time. How you guys doing? You guys having a good Friday? Have you guys had a good week? I'd love to see. I apologize. I mean, let's face it. I'm unprofessional, but I'm sort of replying to people on my phone. Ooh, speaking of which, actually, I need to share this in the Discord, and I need to share the Discord server to you guys. Um, oh, and also my Xbox is on, and I had no idea. Let's see. Uh, I'm just turning off my other devices. My favorite notification, Star Wars Story, is live now. Thank you, Ellis Field. King 5942 says it's been a minute between himself and the Clone Wars. Well, good. Good. A minute to gather your thoughts. Uh, there's a weird. I don't know. Sorry, I'm just trying to process things. Um, what was I going to say? But oh, Clay Decker's here as well. Hey, Clay, how's it going? I'm doing good, my friend. All things considered, I'm doing all right. I'm doing good. Yeah. Um, yeah. I don't know where to start really. I'm back at work. Uh, the country's in mourning, of course it is. But then a lot of the country also doesn't give a shit. So yeah, I don't know. It's a weird one. It's I don't know. But me personally, I'm doing okay. I've just had a busy week at work, and now that's finished. Now today's going to be a very special, very special live stream because um, we are we're watching not one but three films. Well, technically, it's a weird one. We're watching the Clone Wars microseries, Volume 1 and 2, which, if you want, you could chalk that as one film or two. Mind you, I don't. I've never attempted to. I've never attempted to watch it on Disney Plus. Um, let's see. Hereth Production says, "What do you think we are going to see on Saturday with Lucasfilm's panel at D23?" I have no idea. I have no idea because they've announced a lot of things in the previous panels that have not. We haven't heard anything since. Like they announced Lando, the TV show, and things like that, and I couldn't. You know what I mean? We haven't heard anything about them since. Wait, are you kidding me? Is this already out? The new Pinocchio film is already on Disney Plus. This is insane. Um, Jared is asking how we watch the Clone Wars. There's a couple ways to watch it. Let me break it down for you. First and foremost, I would prefer if you put in the DVDs and watch it. Ellis, I believe you are a real boy. Yeah, if you I'd prefer you to watch the physical media and support them, but that's probably realistically that's not the case, is it? There's a video on YouTube. Um, you can watch it on. In fact, I'll put a link in. I'm gonna put a link in. This guy, I believe, this guy has not only uploaded all of Volume 1 and 2. I believe he's given it a sound remaster, if I'm not mistaken. So this is his version might be very slightly different to the official release, but only in audio. Uh, Let's see. Clone Wars Volume 1. There you go. Now need to I need to speak to the people on Discord. By the way, do you guys like the thumbnail for this watch party? It's cool, right? Crimson Mole made it for me. He's a dear friend. He's kindly contributed his time and effort to create a kick-ass thumbnail that represents the micro series and the 3D replacement. Um, so thank you, Crimson Mole, and I believe we shall be seeing him in this watch party. Let's see. Somebody just asked. Oh, hang on. I'll fix that later. Uh, oh no, hang on. YouTube channel. Yeah, there you go. So there's a new. I forgot. There's a new thing in my Discord server. I've got a new thread that is strictly for YouTube announcements. So I've posted the Clone Wars Volume 1 YouTube link, and I've also posted my Discord link. So there you go. Um, wait, what? Wait, what? When was Wait, you've seen the entire first episode of Tales of the Jedi? Are you serious? Did they play the whole thing? And when? When, Herith Productions? Are you talking about a sneak peek, or are you actually talking the full length episode? Oh my god, when was this? Is it? I mean, is it possible to find online? What is going on? There's so many things I need to watch. I cannot believe Pinocchio is already on Plus. This and Thor Love and Thunder. This is unbelievable. I got so much to catch up on. Um, it's I watched yesterday. I watched a Jedi's Return, which was the Obi-Wan Kenobi uh, documentary. One episode. I mean, it was it was more for selfish reasons, really, because me and Crimson Mole really wanted to see if we could salvage any behind the scene clips from it. So we thought it'd be fun to see. There is only one thing. I'm not going to say what yet, but there was only one clip in it that I think I would salvage for an edit, and I look forward to doing it. Um, let's see. Star Wars Vintage Collection. I'm gonna watch that version. I'm gonna watch the Vintage Collection because it'll be interesting. So yeah, to answer your questions, guys. Oh, thanks, Devon. Devon watched the Wednesday behind the scenes stream, which is exclusive to those that have donated to the Clone Wars micro series canon edit. And I hate to be a pain, Devon. Is there any chance? Do you have the GoFundMe link? Because I have the link on my old device, and I always stream on my new one. Would you be able to? Actually, you might have already. Yeah, could you Discord me that, my friend? That you'd be save me. Uh, mind you, I'm sure I can. I'm sure I can find it. Hang on. GoFundMe, GoFundMe, GoFundMe. Maybe I can do it. Maybe I can find it. I can't find it. Boo! I can't find it. Um, I want to. Yeah. So and that's another thing about this watch party. On a Wednesday, I have a Discord private watch party of the Clone Wars micro series, but with that one, um, I get a chance to sort of pause the video as everyone's watching it, and I walk them through the changes I'm making, and I also we also talk about we have a nice little brainstorming session of, oh, what if we did this here or that there, and think, we add things to the checklist. But with this watch party, I'm not gonna pause it for the for I mean, the main reason being is because we'll all lose sync with each other. So I'm not gonna play and pause this one. This is just gonna be like the other previous watch parties. We're gonna just watch it. Let me see. I'm also gonna see if I can stream part of it through Discord. Hang on. And not Discord. What am I talking about? Through my streaming service, OBS. Let me see. But also, how are you guys doing in general? You guys had a good Friday? Oh, really? Okay, I'll look into that, my friend. Cena. I will check that out. Cena. I'll give that a look, my friend. Um, uh, I'm just getting the Clone Wars up on this. Cool. Okay, hang on. Media source. Ah ha ha. Now I think we had this problem last time. What I do is every time I played the video, it always starts from the beginning. I remember I had this problem last time with Attack of the Clones. I nearly skipped doing the Clone Wars. I was gonna do tonight. I was gonna do Crimson Maul's Revenge of the Sith, but then I remembered, like, oh shit, we forgot about the Clone Wars, and how can I be advocating for people to sponsor my fan edit if we did? I don't even show the original. Let me see. Yeah, but we're not playing it yet. What happens if I put this back? Ah, it still plays. Okay. If I can shrink this. Actually, look at that. There's a perfect square under Tarkin's desk. What I could do is this. This. There you go. Look at that. Yeah, man. Let's see. Let me read your comments, my friends. We'll get going. We'll get going in a moment. I just want to give everyone else the last chance to watch it. But yeah, to answer your questions, I've put a. If you look in the live stream chat, I have put a link to somebody's YouTube channel, and they've got Volume 1 of the Clone Wars all saved up, and I presume they've got Volume 2 as well. But I would much prefer. Hey, Crimson Maul, good to have you. The artist behind the thumbnail is here. Crimson Maul. Hello, my friend. Clay Decker said, you probably forgot about this, but have you checked out any of the videos I sent you on Discord? The ones about Anakin's Force Ghost? My friend, I apologize. I am not active on Discord a lot. I barely go on Discord other than A, to talk to the digital artists that I have working for me on the micro series. But B, and on I'm most active on a Wednesday because I do these watch parties for my patrons. But you know what? I will endeavour to try and read all this back. Crimson Mall, I'm going to send you an image if that's okay. I hate to be a pain, but I need I need your magical powers. Would it be possible for you to upscale an image for me? Um, and also get rid of the pixels around this person's legs. I know how unprofessional of me. Um, let me see. Where's my phone? But yeah, guys, so you go on the YouTube link or go on Disney Plus, and if you go on Disney Plus, go on Star Wars, scroll all the way down to the Star Wars Vintage Collection. Uh, and you should be able to find Clone Wars micro series. And also on Disney Plus, you should be able to find. What should you be able to find? You should be. Uh, you should be able to find the. The Clone Wars 2008 movie that we're going to be streaming as well. But what we'll do, guys, is we will watch Volume 1 of the Clone Wars and perhaps have a 5 or 10 minute break, and then we will watch the Volume 2 Clone Wars, and then we will watch the 3D film. Now, obviously, the micro series isn't canon, and therefore it's not like we can watch Volume 1 and then you know what I mean, you can't fit it with the 3D one. That's what my edit's going to do. But for this watch party, we'll just watch the Legends material and then watch its replacement. Um, okay, so is everyone ready to begin Volume 1 of the Clone Wars micro series, or do you need a bit more time? What do you guys think? Let's see. Crimson, this is a non-Star Wars related thing. This is for a different slash private YouTube channel that I don't want to associate with with my Star Wars one. Crimson, if you could be a deer, and could you be so kind as to upscale this image and cut cut around the fuzz um, of the legs. Yeah, man. Yeah. So nobody. Yeah, I was a big fan of that cartoon, and nobody. I'm basically I've got a channel that honors it because it's a discontinued cartoon. Um, but yeah. Anyway, enough about that. Clay Decker says we need Shundun 3. Those videos are legendary. You know what, Clay? When I return to university, I'm hoping to get started on that because I've got access to things that I never could have dreamt of, including a sound record booth. So I'm gonna really up the ante with Shundan. But the other thing is, I feel like, um, cheers, Crimson. By the way, thanks for replying. Um, I feel like when I do Shundan 3, it's going to like that's going to be the peak of those videos and everything else will be shit, you know? So, I don't know whether it's better for me to skip it and save it till the end, you know, do the Clone Wars, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, all that jazz, and then finally save Shundan 3 as like the grand finale, and then it'll, I don't know. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna get working on them. I got a lot. I've got a lot of catching up to do. I am behind on some things though. I've started watching She-Hulk. Um. Oh, hello of Moldova fans of Star Wars. What you? Uh. For a guy who has dyslexia, I'm really having trouble unpacking what you've just said. But if you're saying hello from Moldova, then hello, hello. I don't know where Moldova is, but I hope it's lovely. Uh, hey, it's nice to have subscribers from all over the globe. Where's AG? We've got AG from Japan. He's usually game for these live streams. Have you? Oh, thank you so much for sending me this link. I'm gonna. Yeah. Oh yeah. Hang on. I've got the GoFundMe thing, by the way. I'm gonna give everyone a bit of time to get ready. Should we kick this thing off at 9 o'clock? Well, oh for fuck's sake, here it is. Another. Oh my god. Yep, another pornographic spam thing. Oh my gosh, look at this. Just go away. Ugh. Um. I mean, I should be grateful it counts as a view, but at the same time, no. Stop polluting Star Wars. Um. Discord. I'll tell you what. Actually, on YouTube, CinemaSins has done everything wrong with Pinocchio, and it's really funny. I subscribe to this guy called the Birdman, and what he does is he does a CinemaSins of CinemaSins, and in a lot of ways, the Birdman. I look forward to I look forward to the Birdman's uploads far more than I do CinemaSins, especially since once you peek behind the rug, it's like I realize like wow, CinemaSins gets a lot of shit wrong, or it's like I suppose most of it's just humor, but it's kind of like wow, these aren't sins anymore, like at all. And the Birdman gets really like frustrated. So I prefer the Birdman's thing. It's like watching a critique of a critique. It's really funny. So I haven't watched an original CinemaSins video in a while. I try not to watch them because I prefer watching the Birdmans for the first time. But I watched Everything Wrong with Pinocchio, and it did make me laugh, especially when CinemaSins like basically told the movie to fuck off or something like that. I don't know. Um, what a concept, man. I'm gonna start doing CinemaSins of Star Wars, even though they've already done that. I'm gonna do a Star Wars story version of CinemaSins. Guys, I got a special treat. Somebody sent me a Snapchat of someone. Well, it's a fart noise that sounds like a cat purring. Are you ready? Dynamite. I love it. But yeah. Oh my goodness. TikTok has gone so dark for me now. I mean, I've got dark humor, but ever since I don't know if I should be saying this. I'm gonna get cancelled. Ever since Queen Elizabeth passed, oh, I've just some of these people are savage as hell. They're just absolutely ruthless. Um, they just like I've seen memes saying like oh, like, saying like she's back from the gulag. I can't do this. Yeah, I think we all cope in different ways though. Like sometimes you gotta. I think we need to normalize this aspect of life because uh, it's a scary. It can be scary for some. Um, in fact, I'd studied to be a counselor. Like a psychotherapist, and I'm like one grade off from doing it legally. And once I finish uni, I'd like to finish that and become a qualified counselor. But it's interesting because when it comes to children learning about things like death, they you would think the natural thing like for the reason I say this is because in one of the schools I work at there's a child who hasn't got long left, as horrible as that sounds. So I assumed that the school might just, say something like, "Oh, he's moved to a different school, or he's gone home, or it's just something like to soften the blow or tell fibs." But I think that is actually counterproductive and the wrong thing to do. I think the real thing, I wasn't ready to hear this, but I think in the long term, it's better to be just brutally honest and just and answer any questions about that. So yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, Clay Decker says he's seen some vile stuff about the Queen's death on Twitter. I think there's a difference between sort of like dark humor and and distasteful, But anyway, let's not get bogged down in that. Um, let's see. So yeah, I'm gonna give people more time to join this thing. We're gonna get started at 9 o'clock. There's a join a live video on YouTube. There's links in the chat. Yeah. So guys, by the way, if you guys want to join our Wednesdays behind the scenes discussion about what's up and coming for the Clone Wars micro series canon edit, then please consider donating and also we're upping the ante for rewards. If you donate $100, or well, I mean it'll all get converted to pounds, but yeah, if anyone who donates over 100 will get a micro series version image of whatever of either themselves or whatever avatar they choose, and that will be part of the final fan edit in the credits as a thank you. You will have your face in there. Uh, yeah, yeah, it's tricky. Um, yeah, guys. But you guys let me know. Is everyone ready? We'll get started at 9. But is everyone ready? Well, King5942 says, although you got an Xbox One, can you get the original Lego Star Wars video games before getting the Skywalker Saga? If you're asking me if they're available for purchase on Xbox and will play on the Xbox One Series X, I've no idea. I've not attempted to, but there are so many Lego Star Wars games now. There's the original trilogy, the prequel trilogy, the Clone Wars Lego Star Wars, the complete Skywalker Saga 1 to 6, and now this one, the Skywalker Saga. It's yeah. There's so many Lego Star Wars games. It's yeah. It's an odd one. Me, Miss Marv, hello there. Hello, my friend. Yes, hello. I'm glad we haven't started it yet. We are going to watch Volume 1 of the Clone Wars micro series. Um, so get your Disney Plus or your DVD or the link. Hello, hello there. Um, yeah. We'll get going at 9. General Kenobi, you are a bold one. You know what I'd love to see? I would love to see a live action General Grievous in a Clone Wars movie. I want to see a Clone Wars movie that takes place during the Phase 1 armor days with General Grievous as a costume or a puppet, not CGI. That would be awesome. A real thick of it, like you could do a whole Clone Wars movie about the Battle of Geonosis, or just choose a planet that hasn't even been established in Star Wars canon yet, and do a Phase One Clone Wars movie about that without the Order 66 stuff. We've seen that dozens of times now. Uh, that's what I want. I want live action Grievous, and I want him to be scary and badass, and I want him to slay Jedi and not just be, you know, not like I don't want him 100% as a sniveling coward. But yeah, just a heads up. When you were putting the video on the corner of the screen, the audio was way louder than your mic. Uh oh, are you talking about the Hmm. Does that affect my microphone? I don't know. Um yeah, well, we will get going in a moment. We will get going and we will watch this. I'm gonna watch. It's weird. I'm gonna stream the Clone Wars um movie on this. Not 100% of the way. I'm gonna keep dragging it on and off, but I'm actually gonna watch it myself on Disney Plus because I've never watched that before, and I've heard there are some very subtle last minute changes made to the micro series for Disney Plus. I don't know whether it's the the 4K upscale or whatever, but I don't know what the differences are. Ooh, they've just announced Ezra Bridger, the live action Ezra Bridger. So apparently, someone called Eamon Esfandi. That's cool. He kind of looks like Ezra. Oh no, it's just a rumor. I think could be true though. Let me turn my phone on silence. There you go. Wow, some of these memes are still pretty dark about what's going on in Britain. Let's see. Aha, there you go. This should fix the microphone issue. Uh, yeah, there you go. In 10 minutes we shall begin. In 10 minutes we shall watch the Clone Wars micro series Volume One. Everyone keeps asking me where we can watch. I'm gonna put a go on YouTube it. YouTube the Clone Wars micro series canon edit. Um, Here I'll put it again in the chat, but I'll put it in the description as well or something. I don't know. Honestly, guys, YouTube Clone Wars YouTube the Clone Wars micro series and it's there. It's uploaded by a guy called what's he called? Called Brad Headnock. Oh dear, I've lost my chat box because I accidentally went on this thing. How do I go back? Oh, forget it. I got a song stuck in my head. It's that TikTok song when you morph somebody's face uh onto you on no like this song. pretty funny. I think we're ready to go. 9 minutes, guys. 9 minutes. We're gonna get started on this thing. I'm afraid. Let's see. Where are my regulars? I mean, you guys are my regulars, but where the hell is Where's AG? Where's my Japanese amigo? Devron's here. Clay's here. Crimson's here. Me, Mr. Marv. Good to see you, man. Tristan Bishop. Um, and Oscar's here. After sacrificing their lives to bring down the Emperor, how would the Rogue One crew feel if they came back to life only to wake up in a galaxy run by the First Order? Yeah, personally, I wish the First Order wasn't the villains of the sequel trilogy. I much prefer like an a like sort of like a canon version of the Yusong Vong alien force, you know? That way, at least it doesn't feel like a recycled, repeated thing of rebels versus Empire. Like I personally think it would have gone better if it was like an alien force or a cult with their own ideals that threaten the galaxy, and that way it's like, I don't know, just don't get me wrong. I actually like the First Order's armor, because to me that's just like the sort of the evolution of the Stormtrooper uh, armor. I like the changes. It went from like a Mandalorian styled mask to to the Empire, which we all remember from the original trilogy, and then of course you have the yeah. Then you have now the First Order. It's cool, but it's just kind of like it's too familiar, too samey. I wish Disney would have given its latest trilogy the balls to make radical changes. Um, it's like they did things similar to other films without actually doing anything sort of. The, the only thing they did, the only thing the sequels did that were definitive was killing off our heroes from the original trilogy. But that was kind of inevitable anyway, you know? Like, I feel like. I don't think that. I think they had to kill them off, because if they didn't, then it's like, why are our heroes not helping the final battle? Or if you know what I mean, like they had to die, otherwise they would have uh, they would have defeated the villains instead of Ray and Poe and all that. It's kind of like how it's kind of like it's this very reason as to why it's this very reason as to why Obi-Wan died in A New Hope, because George Lucas quickly realized that it would have been far more nobler than him just standing on the sidelines during the Battle of Yavin. So yeah, the same logic applies to the original trilogy characters in the sequels. I personally would have, and so his yeah. But anyway, regardless of that, the sequels nearly made these radical changes for better or worse, but then didn't, and I just feel like that in a way makes everything worse. Uh, they set up Kylo to be the main villain in. Hey, AG is here. Excellent, excellent, my friend. AG, there's a link in the live chat of where you can watch Volume One. You can watch Volume One on YouTube or Disney Plus. I'm watching it on Disney Plus personally, but you guys do what you got to do. Um, I think, yeah. So they set up Kylo to be the main villain, and then they axed that in Rise of Skywalker. They were going to blow up Coruscant in The Force Awakens, but at the last minute they scrapped that idea, which to me, I like really. as much as I love Coruscant, I think if you're going to make a sequel trilogy to be as far furthest away from the prequels as possible, I think that's the best way to do it. Blow up the prequels' home like main planet. Um, Jakku is just Tatooine, but like a different Tatooine. So what's the point? What, they could have just made it Tatooine. I don't know, or I don't know. Uh, I wish Snoke was Plagueis. Just because the idea that he was like grown in a tank, what that's not a that is not a character with an interesting backstory. That is not at all. Tristan asks, would anyone to see Mace Windu survive episode 3? I would, but I don't want to see him as a good Jedi. I want to see him as a dark Jedi. As in, for me, Mace Windu was like he was everything that was wrong with the Jedi Council, and that's a good thing because I think he personifies why the Jedi Order fell. He was arrogant. He was bent in his ways. He let the dark side corrupt him without him even realizing he was complicit. He was complacent in his power structure. Um, I just yeah. So I would love to see a bitter Mace Windu survive. Uh, and I would love Boba Fett to kill him. I really would. I want Boba to get that kill because I think George Lucas was going to give Boba the kill in Revenge of the Sith, but then he quickly realised that Boba's too young for that. So, but it's a weird one. I would like to see. I'd also like to see Mace Windu versus Darth Vader, but personally, I don't think that's like story storytelling wise. I don't think it's a compelling narrative. It's to me, it's just kind of like fan fiction-y. We don't need to see Darth Vader against every single strong like we don't need to see Darth Vader versus Quinlan Voss or Darth Vader versus Mace Windu. I think the only people Darth it's worth us seeing Darth Vader fight are those that actually mattered to him in his previous life. That's why we never saw Darth Vader versus Yoda. It's just not needed. Um, but Vader versus Ahsoka, Vader versus Obi-Wan, Vader versus Luke, three people that actually, think of him as the Anakin persona in a way. Archived video says Phasma, as in Captain Phasma, is the embodiment of the sequels. Cool looking, but handled poorly. Sorry, my mouse was in the way of that. Handled poorly. Yeah, Phasma should have been the final boss for Finn, because she represents everything he hates about himself. She is a faceless. Sorry, I'm just on the other side of my room. She's a faceless. She's a faceless stormtrooper who is high up in the First Order and just yeah. So there's a guy on YouTube called Vito, does these really funny videos. The chances are you've seen his videos before because he made a video a few years ago called "Why the Last Jedi is a Cinematic Failure." And you know what the funny thing is? When I first saw that, I did not watch it because I was heavily a sequel defender. I constantly defended the sequels. I was getting so sick to death of all the negative toxic comments on, like I enjoyed them. Every sequel film, I left the theater feeling like, honestly feeling like I just witnessed the best Star Wars film I'd ever seen. But it wasn't until afterwards when I got home and just had a real think. That's when like some of the the afterthoughts really sort of entered my mind, and I was thinking, oh, maybe this is not the right thing. Um, but yeah, anyway, Vito. You should watch his videos. He's hilarious. Vito, who's done videos like why The Last Jedi is a cinematic failure, or why The Rise of Skywalker is a cinematic failure. That was actually the first video of his I watched. He breaks down what could have been, and I prefer his versions much better. But one of the things he talks about is how wasted Phasma was. And what could have happened is, you know, that scene where Finn is fighting a stormtrooper, you know, the stormtrooper that goes traitor, and they have like this weird electric sword fight, you know, lightsaber versus like first order tool. Vito reckons that stormtrooper should have been Phasma. So like in the first battle, she she kicks Finn's ass and he barely escapes with his life. Second battle, after a few, you know, there's been a lot. It takes place a long while after. So now he's had a chance to sort of train a bit and up his par, and basically he manages to hold his own against her. And then in Rise of Skywalker, they could have had their third and final duel, in which he is now her superior. He bests her in combat, and she learns that he is not the lonely stormtrooper janitor that he once was, and it's his, you know, and like her whole life is flipped upside down. That could have been cool. Personally, I don't want Mace Windu to meet Luke though. Oh, okay. So Archive Videos thinks. Oh, by the way, AG, we haven't started the video yet. No, we're about to though. We're about to start the. We're about to start the Clone Wars Volume 1, but you'll see it on my screen. Um, Archive Video says for the Bitter Mace Windu idea, I like the idea if he met Luke as a sort of negative version of Luke meeting Yoda. Yeah, that's a fair concept. I like that. We kind of already seen a negative version of Luke meeting Yoda when Ezra met Maul in Rebels. Uh, I personally myself don't want Luke to meet Mace Windu, at least not in life, but perhaps in death, because obviously you hear them all at the end of Rise of Skywalker. But I don't know. Because then that also creates a lot of questions, like why wasn't Mace Windu in the original trilogy? Why didn't he help against the Empire? Why did Yoda refer to Luke as the last of the Jedi? I much prefer the idea that we see a flashback in the Book of Boba Fett season 2 where young Boba gets his revenge on Windu. Um, Eight. Wow, Crimson Maul like Star Wars Episode 8. Well, everyone, get your gather your pitchforks, burn him at the stake. Uh, AG. Usually I start the live stream at 8 GMT, but I usually give people a few extra minutes. But I know we've I've given everyone. I've given everyone sort of extra time to catch up. Right, guys, we're about to watch the Clone Wars Volume 1 on YouTube, or Disney Plus. I'm watching on Disney Plus personally, but I've shared the YouTube link a dozen times, and you should all have it in front of you. Oh, are we all ready? Could you guys say ready? So I feel less guilty about doing this. I am ready. It won't even let me put a comment underneath of the YouTube link. You should be able to find on YouTube. There are links from me in the chat. Tristan's ready. I'm ready. Crimson Maul's probably been ready for ages. Let's do it. Let's watch it. Okay, counting down. Uh, hang on. Ready? We're about to watch Clone Wars Volume 1. And remember, guys, this is a watch party, so I can't. Yeah, we're going to be talking over this thing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready? Hang on. Hang on. Just syncing up my TV to my across the galaxy. The Clone Wars spreads. Wow, I'm watching this for the first time in 4K. Honestly, guys, I recommend I recommend watching this on Disney Plus. It's just awesome. Wow. What's cool about this is it's like it's at the time it was made, it's just untapped it's untapped Star Wars. Like they could do anything. Yeah, I mean all these battles, it doesn't matter when they take place or how they go because it doesn't contradict anything. Oh man, here they are. Oh, this is so cool. Who to send? That's cool. It's cool. This Palpatine's actually wearing his he's wearing he's wearing his doesn't he wear he wear this does he wear this in Revenge of the Sith when he fights uh when he fights all the Jedi in his office? In fact, that's his office is quite accurate. Now this is like an exact reference to Attack of the Clones. Look at that. Just so epic. I love the art style that went into this. It was just unreal. Obi-Wan rocking the mullet. I think this is the only time you see a clone trooper's face in this micro series. Here, there, but I don't know whether that's a clone trooper or just a Coruscant um, helper guy. You know. Now you know what's cool? Somebody pointed this out to me. This speeder looks like Anakin. It's got the same pattern as Anakin's pod race. So the chances are he's designed it himself. Dun, shun, dun, 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 dun. Shun, dun, dun. I tell you what's I tell you what's funny is these episodes were not meant to be spliced together the way they have been, and you can tell because at the end of that first one, you could hear the end credits. Ah, there's our guy Fordo. This is arguably the most whiniest Anakin we get now. My voice is too small. Hmm. I don't know what to suggest. Ah. My voice is on full blast, my friend. I don't know how else I can fix this. Now these Republic cruisers, they're interesting because they're They don't have the red markings now. And apparently these are Geonosian droid ships. Look at all this. Look at. I gotta say, this is like the most like one. Like, there's too many ships for your average Clone Wars um battle. I mean, look at that. There are so many. You never see this in a 3D show. Um, Look at, like, isn't it? Is this not overkill? I didn't know the Republic could fund this many um warships. How could they spare all these warships? Now there's a continuity mistake here. Look at this. This ship is blue, and the reason the Republic gunship is blue is because it is Captain Fordo's and the ARC Troopers, and since they're a unique sort of batch. Oh, look at this shot now as well. Oh, that shot is magnificent. Um, the yeah, Fordo's ship is blue, but then in a few seconds later, it turns red again. See, look, it's blue, it's blue. I think, yeah, it's blue, it's blue, and now it's red. Now it's red. What happened? Did the blue paint melt away? Look at that. These clones were cool. These clones were just these faceless, unfleshed out characters, you know? I always say this about the micro series. It is the micro series to me is like it's based on concept art, which explains why Grievous is like completely white and why Ventress looks like her concept art for Attack of the Clones. So I feel like Rex is like no Fordo is the blueprint for Rex, like an early draft of Rex. Look at this, man. And then yep. Yeah, that's a fair argument. The large quantities of ships could exaggerate how much was spent into Clone Wars, into the Clone Wars from the Republic, but also perhaps because this could be the very first battle since Geonosis, which is why they got so many because they perhaps they haven't grasped how much they have to ration their resources. Now this is kind of fucked up. They completely obliterate the city of Munilist. So in my canon edit, there's going to be a line of dialogue that explains that Munilist has been evacuated. You know, all its civilians are gone. The only ones that are there are those that work for the Separatists. I thought that gun should be a sniper. Which gun, AG? Which gun are you referring to, my friend? Are you talking about the droids? Fordo, man. There's some mistakes though, in the micro series that have nothing. Like, for instance, I'm doing a canon edit of the micro series. You know, I'm trying to bridge this 2D. I'm trying to find a place in the timeline this could all fit because most of it can. Um, but regardless of canonical continuity, there are some mistakes, like some plain and simple mistakes in the micro series that they never bothered fixing. Like sometimes a clone trooper's you'll see a clone trooper's chin is missing color, or if you see a character in the background, their face has been like there's less detail in the face and they just look goofy. One thing I'm definitely going to do though is I'm going to change the color of the clone blasters from light blue to the 3D show's dark blue. That is so Django Fett of him right there. Oh, this whole thing, this whole micro series is a work of art. It's fucking cool. What that there you go. That's the money shot right there. See, it like the music cuts and fades so awkwardly that it was never meant to be one concise film. It was always meant to be chapters and episodes. So I'll fix the music issues. Now, this is cool. This is the first time we ever got to see Kit Fisto um, in action. I mean, we saw him in Attack of the Clones, but he gets his own episode here. For my canon edit, I'm changing the hologram back to blue, even though green does exist. This is cool. For the canon edits, Fistu's gonna have his Jamaican accent. Trust me, I know how to do it. I've got sources. Now, one thing I love about this is the how the lightsabers react to water. I love that because in the 3D show, their lightsabers seem to have no reaction to the fact that they're underwater. So I'm glad this show goes through the added that sort of detail. You know what's funny? The This is like a darker shade to the one I'm working with. The upscale I'm editing is 1080p. But I think once I've completed the edit, then I'll upscale it. So instead of editing 4K, I'll just upscale the 1080 to 4K at the very end. It's just easier for all. Maybe I'll ask Mecha Salesman to help me out. That's cool. I wonder why those ships were just floating on the ocean. They weren't just they were they didn't fly off or do a perimeter sweep. For my canon edit, this battle is actually going to take place a lot later. This is actually gonna be part of the other Mon Cala battle that Ahsoka and Anakin were in. So I'm gonna bridge it. Guys, I know we're watching it, but I'd love to see your comments or discussions. I like. Oh, this is so cool. The Force bubble. It's so cool. Yeah, archived videos brings a good point. He says, when it comes to the clones' personalities or lack thereof, I thought the writers were trying to portray them as cold and calculating as this as some of the battle droids. That's a fair theory, and I suppose having the having the droids more the droids having the clones more talkative. One of the downsides to that is they're more D. Bradley Baker styled and not Tamura Morrison's, But you have to remember they aren't just mindless things because in Attack of the Clones you hear one of them say to Padme, "Are you all right?" Like checking on her, and they're just kind of human. I think I think what I'll try and do though is I'll try and minimize their talking until we get to like a few episodes later, and then it's like their behavior is starting to adapt with the Jedi they work with. AG says no time to comment. Enjoying the action sequences. I am. Uh, oh, I knew it. Look at this. I've lost place. Hang on. Hang on. 14:22. 14 minutes 22 in. Hang on, I've skipped a bit further. I did the mistake of hang on. So right, it's still playing. It's still playing. I'm gonna let you guys catch up. There's Dirge. Hang on. I made the mistake of trying to hide the box for a second, but no, that just restarted the whole thing. That's annoying. Here we go. One, two, one, two, three, four. There we go. We should more or less be in sync, right? Or if I buggered up the timeline now. These are cool though. I love the details here. Now, people ask me what am I going to do with Dirge, but the truth is, we've not really seen him in Star Wars media, so he's kind of a mystery box. As far as I'm concerned, I mean, there is one canonical comic with Dirge on the front cover, but I haven't seen anything since. So as far as I know, I mean, and on that comic, he looks like he does here. So yeah, I don't. There's very little I have to change with Dirge. The only thing I'm worried about is what comes up later when like he has the ability to stretch his arms and absorb people, and I just don't know if that would be canon or if they'd nerf him, or if the species can do that. But we'll see. And now we have the arena. Oh, hang on, have I gone a bit? I've gone too far ahead. Hang on. Does this guy have subtitles? In my micro series, I'm going to change the subtitles to the ones that match Jabba. In fact, again, if you guys donate to the GoFundMe, if you guys donate to the Canon project, um, you would know that I've apart from some cosmetic edits, I'm actually making some big changes to the order of the episodes, including this one, like when this one takes place. This is such a cool entrance for Ventress. Dooku with his extremely pointy chin. It's cool because Ventress's appearance is based on the concept art for Dooku in Attack of the Clones. So it's funny to see them both side by side here. Like the approved Dooku design and the concept. This is cool. Yeah, AG says, can I let Fordo speak less lines? That makes him cooler. I think I will. I think I will make him speak less because it's kind of like Boba Fett. Like less is more. In fact, one of the big themes from this is show, don't tell. But he does speak some lines uh, in the micro series. He does speak to Obi-Wan going like, we're in position, General. So he does need to say one or two things. He's not a mute. That's cool. Look at this. Look at this now. The Wampa. That was a Wampa from Hoth. Must have been imported. Ah, the two lightsabers. Ouch. Jared Mighty says he can't see it. You're not supposed to watch it on my live stream. You're supposed to watch it on Disney Plus or on YouTube, and uh, while simultaneously listening to mine. Now this is cool. I think one of the only differences made to the like is it just me or does the Disney Plus version of the micro series do a change to the lightsabers? Her lightsabers were flashing on her face then, which I've never seen on the the other ones. It's almost like you're watching a film than a cartoon. Oh, I'm sorry, Jared. You mean why on Disney Plus? Go to their Star Wars section on Disney Plus. Go to the Star Wars page and scroll all the way down to a thing called Star Wars Vintage. And then on Star Wars Vintage, you will see the Clone Wars micro series, and I'll give you the timestamp of where we're at. So far, we're 20 minutes in. I'll keep you updated. Dooku's lightsaber. I love the noise they used for Dooku's lightsaber here is um is based on the Attack of the Clones sound, but you don't hear that in the 3D show. Instead, they traded it off for like the Darth Vader sounding one. The canonized version that's not available yet. As it well, first it doesn't exist. There is no canonized version of the 3D show of the 2D show. Oh, sorry, is that what you're asking about? If you're asking for the 3D Clone Wars, that's on Disney Plus as well, but it's not on YouTube. I love Sidious's Mechno chair here, but my canon edition, Jared, is not anywhere near completed. Maybe I made a mistake promising to do all the Clone Wars. I'm already exhausted, but I suppose I am the one doing all the talking. There we go. Yeah, in my canon edition, uh, yes, you're right. Archive videos. The Mechno chair, the Mechno Walker was uh the in the Phantom Menace. I like it. You know what? I'm actually really falling in love with the Clone Wars microseries 4K. Like this must be the 4K version, right? It's just I can see film grain and stuff, and it just looks so badass. I feel like I'm watching a film instead of a cartoon. It looks dated, but you kind of want that sometimes, you know? Oh, but who knows? Maybe I could just add some film grain before I upscale it, and then everyone's happy. The speeder bike chase. Meow, meow. A lot of these sequences I don't need to alter because they're fine as is. But some of these shots are just badass, like that, like Kenobi with the speeder bike. Um, I like Dirge in the fire. It's just fucking cool. Dirge's laugh is awesome. Yeah, man. It's so cool. Now, a big question is: would Kenobi's lightsaber still be active even when he lets go? I don't think it would be. Although you could argue he's using the Force to do that. You're right, AG. This show really is a masterpiece, and I'm here to ruin it. No, I'm here to do a fan edit. That's one thing, though. Whenever I do a fan edit of anything, I never set out to improve anything. I'm not one of those boastful dickheads who say, "I fixed this issue," or "I've, take that Disney stuff." No, none of that bollocks. What I what I what I do is just I offer an alternative idea, nothing more, nothing less. Yeah. Look at this. That's Plagueis right there. That's Plagueis. They're all Plagueis. They are all Plagueis. Roger, Roger. Um. So archived video says he will give props to Palpatine's voice actor as he makes a distinction for Palpatine and Sidious to make them sound different. You are not wrong. He does. For me personally, in this, yeah. So that's the thing. I think for like this cartoon by itself, I think for the cartoon by itself, it's yeah, it works because these were Saturday morning cartoons, right? So yeah, it's not for kids. It's great that Palpatine and Sidious sound different. I love it, but for my canon edition, Sidious does not talk different. Not very much different. Um, he and I've got a voice actor to voice the Sidious side of things. I like it. I like his Palpatine so much. I'm not going to change it. But the Sidious actor I've got, he sounds like a cross between Ian McDiarmid and Sam Witwer, which is exactly what you want. It's so cool. But look how big Dirge has gone now. I don't know whether this would be canon if the species can do this, or if this is just some cartoon stuff. Ding. That's cool. Look at that. It's so cool. I love it. Reminds me of it reminds me of Men in Black when he goes inside the big cockroach so he can get his gun. Yeah, and also I don't like how microseries Sidious says Skywalker because he doesn't go like a young Jedi named Anakin Skywalker. He goes a young Jedi named Anakin Skywalker. Like Palpatine. You have to remember, Palpatine doesn't consider himself a villain, so why would he talk like a villain? Now, I tell you who does a really good Palpatine, other than Ian McDiarmid, is Ian Aber- Abercrombie, who sadly passed away. He does a really good Palpatine in Sidious because in a weird way, because his Sidious doesn't sound menacing. His Sidious sounds like an old man. So instead of being like some tough, deep voiced whatever, he just sounds almost like a witch. Like, I'll get you, my pretty. He sounds like an evil hermit. It's really cool. So these things, these green ships are goofy in my eyes. Like, why aren't we seeing any donut shaped dreadnoughts or whatever they're called, the droid control ships? But somebody in the Discord server pointed out to me that they are Geonosian droid ships, and that explains why there are so many Geonosian solar sailors. And it also explains why the battle droids on Munilist are brown, because it's like they've been shipped directly from Geonosis, and that's what I'm going to highlight in the canon edit. Yeah, Jared, don't you worry. I will do a big premiere for the Clone Wars micro series canon edit. But it's years in the making, my friend. But that's why I need donations. The more funds people donate, the more I can hire digital artists to help bring these creations to life. It's nice to see Anakin's skilled as a pilot. I mean, that's just cool. Look at that. Now this brings me back to episode 1 when he goes into the droid control ship. Ah, the detail is just outstanding. Look at this. When the droid, this shot, that reminds me of the Phantom Menace. Oh, it's so cool. Wow. Yeah, guys, join my Discord, donate to the microseries canon edit, and uh, you can get weekly updates on a Wednesday. Here's the GoFundMe page. Please consider donating to get your name added to the microseries canon edit final credits. Let's see. I find it weird that Anakin's with R4 and not R2, but I suppose it was so R2 can go off on a mission with Padme. Bear with me. Listen to this. I have you now. That is a callback to to A New Hope when Anakin has Luke on his targeting system. I've lost my I think my Disney Plus and what I'm showing on the screen is out of sync. Yeah, I've completely lost it. That sucks. Oh, hang on. I'm 34 minutes in. That's good. Okay. 34 minutes in. 34 minutes 11 seconds. I'm gonna let this yeah. Have I guys, have I lost place with where you guys are at? Which of these voice actors? Archive video says which of the voice actors that reprises their roles for the 3D one is your favorite? Obi-Wan, Mace Windu, Yoda, Count Dooku, or the others? So I like James Arnold Taylor, I really do, but he has this thing where he's not trying to sound like Ewan McGregor. He's trying to sound like he could be um, a young Alec Guinness. So um, in a lot of ways, James Arnold Taylor, what he does is the Clone War shows that he's in, he tries to let them be their own strong, independent entities. So as much I think he's great as Obi-Wan, but I know for a fact I've heard him do an impression of James Arnold Taylor before. So and then sorry, I've heard James Arnold Taylor do an impression of Ewan McGregor. So the fact that he chooses not to, I respect, but I wish he would sometimes do that. Um, so out of all the Clone Wars voice actors who reprise their roles, I think I like Corey Burton's Count Dooku. Um, the reason why is because I think, as far as imitations go, he is the best. Because Sir Christopher Lee's voice is so unique and dark and deep. It's it's very tricky to do. And Christopher Christopher Lee um, even what listened to this Corey guy in the Clone Wars movie before redubbing him, saying, going like, "You don't need me. This guy is phenomenal." So yeah, Dooku's my favorite voice actor. We are 37. We're 37 minutes. T- uh, 10 seconds in. No, 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 we're not. We're 37 seconds in. No, 30 Oh, I'm so sorry. We are 37 minutes, 15 seconds. Now, there we go. My things are in sync now. What the hell? What? My computer is so out of sync. I don't get why. 37:30. What is going on? I'm so confused. Are you guys up to sync with me, or am I ahead or behind? Look, no matter, I think this must be a personal problem for me. I'm trying to sync my TV up to my live stream, but oh well. As long as the live stream's in keeping view, that's all I care about. These are interesting things. Now, that you know what's cool, when Mace Windu jumps on top of this weird tall um, pulverizing machine, whatever this is. There's a Clone Wars canonized comic that references this battle, the Battle of Dantooine, and it shows a frame of Mace Windu stood on this building ship thing. So it's quite interesting, to say the least. And so this battle is canon in a sense. It's been reintroduced to canon. It's cool. Yeah, I could so yeah, potentially I will live stream the canon edition. I don't know whether to call it the canon edition anymore or the canon edit. I don't know whether to call the final product Clone Wars recanonized, because calling it recanonized uh reinforces this idea that for a time it was canon. So I don't know what you guys think. Canon edit, canon edition, canonized edition, or recanonized. So yeah, this battle is referenced in the Clone Wars comics. This is cool. Everything about this is a work of art. Um, and what was I going to say? And also, the planet Mace Windu is on right now is Dantooine. And this is first referenced in A New Hope when Leia gives a she gives a false planet for the Empire to blow up. Because Tarkin goes, "Where is the system?" And she goes, "Dantooine. They're on Dantooine." So this is the planet she is describing. Although that raises a lot of issues. Like, I can't believe she chose a planet to destroy. Like, fuck, that's so wow. You know what I mean? But I suppose when you're in a war, this is you have to make really tough decisions, and she had to choose between revealing the rebel base or or sacrificing a thing. It's kind of fucked up. This is cool. This reminds me of Luke from A New Hope because like I think in a lot of ways this boy is like the Luke of Dantooine instead of Tatooine, looking at the stars, looking at the Jedi, learning more. It's so fucking cool. Mace Windu looks like Snoke here. I think Mace Windu's Snoke. This is a Snoke origin story, I must say. But even though Mace Windu is a grumpy guy, it's nice to see sometimes he has a bit of like he smiles. You never see him smile in the prequels, do you? But in the Clone Wars 3D show, I believe he does on rarest of occasions. King 5942 says he remembers the micro series comics. I read one of them. I haven't read any of them, but going to. Yeah, some of them are cool, man, because the micro series and now on Ilum. The micro series comics are cool because they're still drawn in the same style as this show. So I hope to I'm gonna hopefully I'll bring them alive as well. Now, as much as it's gonna piss a lot of you guys off, I don't. I'm gonna delete the Illimark from the canon edits because I just don't. I can't imagine this existing on the same timeline as Ilum later in the show, because well, first of all, look at the layout. Right, it's like this cavern is just clean. There's no ice within. It's all rock formations. You got these stealth droids that you never see before or since. Uh, that's a cool effect. And all the kyber crystals are already pre-colored and are accessible. To me, it just doesn't feel. It doesn't feel like the Ilum that's been fleshed out in the 3D show. So what I'm personally thinking is I'm gonna recolor the backgrounds and turn this into Geonosis and make this part of the second battle of Geonosis. And perhaps, I mean, I need to rewatch that battle to make sure this could theoretically be deleted scenes. But if I'm remembering correctly, there is some. I mean, Barriss and Luminara, they do fight together before Barriss goes off with Ahsoka. So I think this could be that. Could be mistaken though. Uh, but yeah, but one thing's for certain: whether I sort of change, whether I fix Ilum here, or whether I turn this into into a whiter Ilum, Or if I just repurpose it for Geonosis, which would be a lot easier for me, I I'm definitely using these characters. It would be a shame not to feature them. They have to be present. And I've already got a wonderful voice actress who can voice both Barris and Luminara. Yoda's in like a weird meditation sort of thing. This guy. I don't know if this sounds racist, but I think I'm gonna darken his skin. I don't know why. I just think he looks. I think he looks pale here compared to the actor who played him in Attack of the Clones. Like, who played who? Let me just Google this. Who played Padme's assistant in Attack of the Clones? Nope, that's the wrong actress. That's someone called Dorme. Captain Typhoid. Oh, Typho. There you go. Oh, actually, you know what? Begging your pardon. He's actually quite a light-skinned gentleman. Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought this show had unintentionally like almost whitewashed him, but that maybe not. Now, what's funny about this is uh well, it's more of a continuity error. Yoda's robes here are dark brown. Um, let me see. Yeah, look, Yoda's robes here are dark brown, but um, in the rest of the micro series, they are a much lighter brown. So why is this one different here? Well, if I had to guess, I think it has everything to do with where they are. I think in order to have Yoda in front of Snow, they just darkened his robe. So it's in a weird way, it's like a continuity error because it's like why doesn't he wear that robe otherwise? I don't know. It just seems like it's I don't know. I'm thinking way too much into it. Now what's even though I'm planning on scrapping the Ilum arc for the canon edit. Well, I say scrapping it and repurposing it to Geonosis. The front entrance to the Ilum chamber does look kind of similar to the 3D show, so at least there's that. King asks, with the canon edition, you're making it like Zack Snyder's Justice League by fixing backgrounds and adding new characters. Yeah, it's very ambitious. I am I'm doing a lot, but it's costing me shitloads. And some people ask me like, why am I wasting money on certain things that may not necessarily matter to the storyline? But to me, like if I'm making a change, big or small, it matters. Like I'm doing it for what I assume is better. It's yeah. Yeah. And here's the thing also. To me, I feel like this is my one good fan edit, and all my other ones will be interesting, maybe, but they won't be as groundbreaking as this. I want to put this on the map. I want this when this fan edit's done. There will be other versions of it, like version 2, version 3. I will always update it, sure, but I personally, I think when version 1 is out there, I think that would be like the most popular. So therefore, I want it to be absolutely perfect. Who knows? Maybe for each of these chapters, I could do I could do one of those Clone Wars montage, like as the Clone Wars continues, Senator Padme Amidala has landed on a snowy planet to discuss peace talks with blah blah, and that way I could just feature 3PO and R2 here without the whole Yoda Ilum angle. I don't like the idea that Padme goes to Ilum because it's such a private sanctuary for Jedi. It's just I can't imagine a senator just going there. Even though the excuse they're giving is she was accompanying Yoda. Um, Jared says I could reconstruct the scene of Shakti in Order 66. I won't do that personally. For two reasons. First of all, this micro series is not going to ever get to Order 66. It's not. It's it's going up to the Battle of Coruscant, and basically it's gonna end right before Revenge of the Sith takes place. So I can't do Shakti's death. But the other reason is we don't know who killed Shakti. It's implied, like, if I had to guess, I think it's Anakin because when Yoda has a vision of Order 66 on Dagobah in the 3D show, everything he's seeing it takes place during Revenge of the Sith, and I think if he was seeing Grievous killing Shakti, you would just see Grievous killing Shakti. That's sort of that's less of a spoiler than Anakin turning to the dark side. So I think what's cool about it though is we don't know for certain who killed her, and yeah, it's better left a mystery. This is a cool shot. I don't understand how my I don't understand how my video file. Oh my gosh, wait a minute. Am I playing this video fast? Is that what's going on? Is this I don't know. It's falling out of sync with my TV. Does anyone else have that? My Disney Plus is like a second behind now. It's really annoying. Well, you know what? At the end of the day, you don't have to watch the you don't have to watch what's on my screen. As long as we're more or less in sync with each other, that's the main thing. Hup, 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 hup. The art in this micro series is awesome. Look at that. Look at that. And then this is cool. Look, they're just walking off. I love this show. This is why I'm fighting for the show. I want it recanonized. I really want it back. It's got such cool, like, you could argue it's like it's truer to Lucas's vision of Saturday morning cartoons. You hear the not the Wilhelm scream, but you hear another scream that is often used in a lot of Star Wars films. It's the one that goes oh, but it's not the Wilhelm scream. Ventress was badass here. I'm gonna I'm gonna have to. It makes me sad to do this. Like that's the other thing. As much as I respect George Lucas, it makes me sad that in the original trilogy he redubbed characters or painted them out and stuff because it's like it kind of so many people sacrificed time in their lives to bring the original trilogy to life. But having said that, I mean, but the difference is, I suppose, with my Canon edit, it's not it's not replacing anything. It's not an official release. It's just a fan project. But even so, I feel guilty that I'm going to replace some of the clone dialogue because that voice actor was cool, man. Did a great job. And the same with Ventress. The voice actress for Ventress is an actress called is it oh, that's a cool shot. Uh is it Leslie D Leslie? Oh, I can't remember her fucking name. Hang on. Ventress voice actress. Grey Delisle. That's it. Grey Delisle. She voices Kimiko in Challenge Showdown, and she voices Azula in Avatar: The Last Airbender, and she's voiced Catwoman in a load of Batman projects. I love her as Ventress, but unfortunately, she's for my little canon edit, she's getting replaced by 3D Ventress because it just makes it makes more sense for the story. But for those if there's anything you like from the original, don't forget, guys, uh you can always add them. You can always edit my fan edit. I wouldn't stop you or feel cheated. So there's that. Um, what are you saying, AG? What means something not right? Half of your man dead. I don't know what you're talking about. Could you elaborate, my friend? Uh, Gendy Tartovsky, I can't even pronounce his name, and his team really knew how to do storytelling through ambience. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, he did. He knew exactly how to do it. He uh he knew how to tell immediate stories without worrying. He didn't have to worry about fleshing out the politics of Star Wars. Like he didn't have to worry about. He never had to worry about showing us how the Republic fell or things like that. He just had to show us these immediate battles and the small impact and the impact they were having on the Jedi. Um, it was awesome. Let me see. Yeah, maybe I could do that. There you go, guys. I hope I don't get flagged. This is gonna serve as a little marker to keep you guys up to date. I love how the lightsabers respond to rain. You never see that in Attack of the Clones when Obi-Wan's fighting in the rain. I wish we did. Makes you wonder. You know. Oh yeah. Oh sorry, AG. I know exactly what you're talking about. So yeah, Anakin goes, something's not right. I can feel it. But it's like, yeah, half your men are dead, man. One of the big changes I'm gonna have to make to the micro series edit, and it's gonna cost me a lot of money, and it's gonna be painstaking for my digital artist, but it's gonna be done. Is I'm going to painstakingly um, uh, make sure all the lightsaber hilts in every shot are consistent and look like how they should. Um, because in some shots they between the characters' fingers they just kind of look goofy. This is a cool shot. Yeah, that is awesome. I have some great John Williams music that I'm gonna use for here when the battle recommences. It's just It's just fucking awesome. Everything about this is a work of art, though. Just, and also I love how everything's turning night. Like even the weather's changing. You know, the attention to detail here is outstanding. All the bricks on Yavin, it's just unreal. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Oh man, and then we get this Jewel of the Fates sort of thing going on here in a minute. And you know, Anakin's left with nothing but the red saber. So cool. This is just so cold. It's fucking awesome. Now this mirrors when Luke does it to Anakin in Return of the Jedi. And then what's cool is she gets that kind of she gets like a cool off-screen death, which is, this is how we're gonna manage to bring her alive in the canon edit. Like, you know, he even chucks her a lightsaber. This she could not only survive the rubble, but it, you know, the fact that we don't see it die, it's not a stretch of the imagination that she survived that fall. Insert Hans Zimmer if you love these people track from Man of Steel here. Oh, cool. Maybe I will, but I haven't done a rescore edit in a while, so maybe I will. Um, if you love. Now, this wolf guy is a reference to the wolf character in A New Hope when what do you call it? When in the cantina, but they replaced him with an alien. What is happening again? Why is I feel like my is my screen faster here? My screen is faster for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know. I feel like whatever I'm watching in Disney Plus is a different speed to my video file here, but we will make it work. I'll try this streaming software you told about. Now this guy looks like Casper the Friendly Ghost. I'm sorry, but he does. um, yeah, archive video sums it up nice. If you don't see a body, they're not dead. That explains how Maul survived and how uh, how Palpatine survived, even though I hate that he survived. And of course, the Battle of Hypori, which is now canon again, according to the canonized comics that are out there. Or only the only thing is, I think they've put these battles in a different order. So apparently, according to canon, this what we're witnessing right now is it supposedly takes place after the Battle of Christophsis, which obviously doesn't add up here because Anakin's Anakin hasn't even been knighted yet. His hair it doesn't look right. You know what I mean? So for the canon edit, I might just make this a separate chapter, and then you can decide for yourself whether how close it was to Munilist arc. What the hell is going on with Kai Adimundi's face? Like, why does he look like this? He's never had like look. His beard and mustache is gone. Well, his mustache beard is gone. He's got like a completely shaved mustache, um, and then he's got hair coming out his cheeks of all things, like weird cheek ponytails. I don't get it. Yeah, Oscar Rodriguez says he tries to imagine what Star Wars would be like if G Tofsky, the guy who made this basically, and his art style, if he directed them like Rogue One or The Mandalorian. Well, there have been some fan editors on the internet who've already done like Tartovsky styled drawings of different Star Wars movies. So you should check them out. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to edit these as individual episodes, and then once they're all out, I will also splice them together as a film. In fact, who knows? Maybe Crimson Moore would like to edit my chapters into a movie because he has done a phenomenal job. Oh, there's Shaggy, General. No, sorry, not General. Look at this, Savage, Shaggy. That's the guy's name. Yeah, the Padawan here is Shaggy. We're not even joking. That is Shaggy. I should have showed you. I'm sorry. They named as a joke, as an afterthought. They named the Padawan Shaggy because he looks like Shaggy from Scooby Doo. This is cool. This raised the bar far too high for Grievous because we never see him like this ever again. No, 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 no. It's fucking cool. Um, but Grievous was cool. What was I talking about? Yeah, Crimson Mole has done a phenomenal job at editing the Kenobi TV series. So he's he and I, but it's mainly him. He's uh, he's put the 6 episodes into one fan film and made some cuts, and it works. It feels like a movie now, and we've made some interesting alternative ideas. So I would not at all be offended. Well, and I wouldn't mind passing the mantle to him by saying, "Hey, look, here's my episodes. Uh, can you make these into a film?" I think he could easily, and he would most likely, whatever changes he makes, he'd probably get my permission. Ah, here it is. This is cool. What a cliffhanger as well. Ah, what a cliffhanger. There's Yoda sensing it all in a council chamber without chairs, which I wonder what the scratch is. And there you go, volume one, completo. I love it, guys. I love it. Fantastic. We've done volume one. Do you guys wanna go straight to volume two, or do you want to have a quick break? Oh, sorry. It's because I keep moving my microphone. That's why my voice keeps going the way it is. Oh, look at that! A nice break Um, a nice look, whoever's spamming me waited until the micro series ended before spamming me with more porno links. So thanks, man. Fucking hell. Which just goes to show me it's not a computer. I don't think it's a computer doing this. It's a person. It's a person doing this. Stop spamming my stream with, stop. It's disgusting. Stars, just stop it, man. You all need Jesus. Archive video says that goes into the only problem with the 3D Clone Wars is that they don't give the separatist villains enough victories to make them a bigger threat. Yeah, I agree. We get a lot of villains in the 3D Clone Wars show that they sort of die each battle. You've got that blue separatist general in the 3D show in the Battle of Christophsis, and you've got the shark like admiral in on Mon Cala. But yeah, it's a shame. The only characters we see repeatedly with any form of like a win or continuation are ones that are protected by plot armor, like General Grievous or Count Dooku or Newt Gunray. Um, shall we? Shall we watch the volume 2? I think we should. I'm just going to put a link to volume 2 and then we'll get going. 4 people watching, and then there were 4. Jesus. Let's see. Clone Wars micro series. But are you guys still with us, or was there any problems with? Was there any problems during this live stream that you want to address now? Because now's a good time to bring up these queries. Let me see. So, is this in? Let me just check if this is in. I hope this is is this in English? I'm afraid for you naughty hang on. Okay, no, that's fine. Right, so there is a Clone Wars playlist. There's a Clone Wars playlist on YouTube. I recommend watching. Yeah, I recommend watching the playlist and scrolling down to the 20-second video. In fact, I'll try sharing it. It's got subtitles, but you can turn them off. Let's see. Yeah, we'll watch all of Volume 2. Might as well. We'll watch all of Volume 2 and then we'll watch the 3D film and then we're done. What do you guys think? Sound good? Sound good. All right, guys. Without further ado, I'll give you guys a chance to click on the link. Click on the link or the playlist or just I'm watching it on Billy. I've never heard of that, but hey, whatever works. You guys, let me know when you're ready, and we'll continue. Are you ready? Are you ready to rock? Are you ready to watch Volume 2? What? This thing's been playing the whole time? Hang on. Yeah. You guys ready? All right. Well, I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna press play. I'm going to press play because, quite frankly, by the time we're done with the 3D show, it's going to be so late here. So, ready? 3, 2, 1. And we're watching Volume 2. Volume 2. Ah, good old Fordo. That's awesome. And then we have the squad, the whole squad. Ah, man. Look at that. And this is another reason, like, in my canon edit, this is why I want to put a gap between this battle and the Munilist one, because in all this time, Fordo got his, like, Fordo had a personalized ship, then he lost it. Now he's got another one. Like, why would you have two so early into the war? I much prefer the idea that this takes place perhaps a few days or weeks after Munilist. Yeah, hell, this could take place after Christophsis if you wanted to, you know? I don't know. I love how they all just stare at this bomb and none of them think to run, run away with it. I don't know. And there we go. We got Fordo. Fordo's more talkative in this one. Look at all these arcs as well. And then we got these big boys with their own cannons, so to speak. I love the art direction. I think it's brilliant. And I love these ships they use. They are 3D ships that are drawn in the same style as 2D. Look at this. Right where Coyote left off. Although I wish they could have replicated the final jump. But look at that! Wow, this is actually the Grievous we know. The Grievous that flees the scene when the going gets tough. The tough get going. You know. I already know what music I'm going to add here as well. I'm going to add General Grievous's theme here from Revenge of the Sith, because this right here, the running away, is so him, the cowardly. So I'm going to add that music that goes na 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 na. Again, this is just so cool. I love these. So there's a lot of things have just come out recently that I'm really into. She-Hulk. Well, I tell a lie. I'm not into She-Hulk. I'm catching up with She-Hulk because I'm catching up with the MCU. But Thor: Love and Thunder's out. The new Pinocchio film's out. Lord of the Rings is out. I was going to say something else. Something else has just come out. I can't remember. Coyote Mundi looks goofy here. Why doesn't he? That's one thing that's going to cost me a shitload of money. I'm going to fix his mustache. I don't like it. Poor Jedi. So, by the way, can you add Republic Commando from the Republic Commando game in your canon edition? I have thought about it, and it is tempting. I need to find where, but I could. Part of me did want Delta Squad to be the one to save Coyote Mundi, but I think you guys would crucify me. So, yeah, for now he's staying Fordo. That's a nice transition, by the way. You've got General Grievous surrounded by fire, a cyborg, alien, Jedi killer, and then it cuts straight to Anakin. It's like such a perfect foreshadowing. And then here's one continuity error that really pisses me off. They coloured Qui-Gon's eyes brown, despite the fact Liam Neeson has blue eyes. That's a cool shot. That's very Revenge of the Sith-esque. Got Plo Koon, Kit Fisto, Adi Gallia. Adi Gallia, what happened to her in canon? Is she alive in canon? What happens to her? I need to find this out later. I like there's Snoke and Yoda. If archive video, if you're confused about the Qui-Gon clip, apparently it's meant to be like Qui-Gon sending Yoda a Force vision from beyond the grave to just sort of to sort of say to him, look, promote Anakin or consider promoting Anakin. Politicians have no voice in Jedi Matters. Look, I love Kit Fisto's belt. It's like a yin yang fish, but unfortunately, it's not canon. Obi-Wan just looks tired there. There's what's his face? And there's what's his face? Yeah, I'm not 100% sure archive videos, but that's my best guess. My best guess. I believe I've heard it somewhere because I wasn't too sure myself, and I don't think I'm smart enough to make that up. A just debate this is, but in these times of war. Um, yeah, all that jazz. You know, I have to painstakingly recolor Yoda's tongue so it looks more brown and fleshy like it does in Revenge of the Sith. And there we have Coruscant. That is a long shot, I must say. And look, it's got the wow. There's so I should I should I could easily recut like I could easily color some of these extras and give them more. You know, I could do so many Easter eggs and cameos in this one clip alone. But man, the artwork here, it looks like something out of a Ralph McQuarrie painting. How how the hell could Anakin not sense it was Padme and put a lightsaber to her throat? I just wouldn't, you know, I just in my canon edit, I don't think he'll ignite the beam. I think he'll just sort of hold it there. Padme's wearing this weird head jewel thing. Does she ever wear that ever again in Revenge of the Sith? That's like something she would wear as senator from Naboo. No, Queen of Naboo. Not senator. Oh, this is such exposition. And it's good that their relationship's growing, but the best part of this is this coming up now. 3PO. Oh, look at that. There's a Gamorrean guard there. Like, you know what? I might change 3PO's blue robes to brown there because it implies like he could have borrowed one of Anakin's spare one from their apartment. That's cool. They kind of gave 3PO like a small smile there, which is cool. Um, it's cool though. Um, I'm so fucking tired. Why did I say I do 3D Clone Wars as well? Um, you know what? Maybe I'll do the 3D Clone Wars as a sort of part two. Because I don't know if I can do this. Either that or I'd have to. I don't know. What do you guys think? And also, can you? Oh yeah. So yeah, AG's asking, can I add a purple lightsaber to show Mace Windu was there whilst Anakin became a knight? Uh, yeah, I think I will. It might. I'm not 100% sure actually because I f- Mace Windu wasn't a bad guy, but I feel like he's never been supportive of Anakin in front of his face. It's always behind Anakin's back. You realize Mace Windu uh, believed in him or gave him chances. So I think having him here, I believe having him here would sort of contradict Anakin's misguided view of him in Revenge of the Sith. Whereas if Mace Windu was off-world during this, then it kind of adds to the idea that you know that Anakin has a false perception of him. But I take your point. I'm not. I think adding it would just sort of enhance the scene, but it's whether he comes back or not. But we'll see. This is cool. Oh yeah, the metal thing that the metal thing that Anakin gave Padme. Now here's one uh, thing in the micro series that I definitely have to fix. It's this hangar scene. The ships we see Anakin. This ship here, the Delta class starfighter, whatever it's called. Uh, Anakin shouldn't have this yet. It exists in the middle of the Clone Wars onwards. It's more towards the Revenge of the Sith era. So I'm going to replace it with the more triangular shaped ship you see in Attack of the Clones era. You guys have already seen the change I've made to this guy. It is cool. So yeah, I'm replacing this 1B1 battle droid with a tactical droid. And this tactical droid was the first change I ever made to the micro series, I believe. And another thing is the design of the tactical droid was interesting. It went through so many different designs, but in the end, we decided to dress him up as this guy to make it more like his own personal one. I'm half tempted to color to color that guy in blue rather than red because those are like the separatist colors. Now this is a cool clip, and I'm tempted to use it because it's just awesome. You got the 3D modeled tri droids and everything else, and you got this. This is look at this. This is just epic, but it doesn't belong in this period in time. So I might be able to repurpose it and recycle it. And again, I can repurpose this for. Did he have a red? Did he have an orange lightsaber anyway, or is it only orange because of the bubble he's in? That's cool. I'm glad the wolf. I'm glad the wolf guy got Another cameo. He's so awesome. I'd love to see him in live action. And it's funny, like Anakin shouldn't have the ship, but this is like the first time Padme's seen the scar. And it's funny because the canon, no, sorry, not canon. The old explanation for the scar was Ventress gave it to him, and I'm hoping that that angle gets reintroduced in canon. Maybe we'll see it in Tales of the Jedi. I don't know. And then here is a massive time skip. This is awesome. I don't even know what the name of this planet is. And then you got Anakin with hair that's way longer than it even is in Revenge of the Sith. So I might give him a haircut. I find it weird that Anakin would eat bugs just because you never see it in the live action. But then today I was watching a Bear Grylls documentary where it's like it's this thing on Netflix where it's like isn't it like it's called The Wild versus You or You versus the Wild or something, and it's kind of like Black Mirror on Netflix. You get to give the the watcher gets choices on what Bear Grylls does to survive, and one of them is eating bugs, eating a termite. So um, yeah, Anakin can do that. Anakin can have a Bear Grylls attitude. Oh yeah, there's a line where Obi-Wan says, "What?" Just then he goes, "What an incredible smell you discovered." That's actually a reference to what Han Solo says when they all fall through the garbage chute. He goes, "What an incredible smell you discovered." So cool, cool reference. It's funny actually. Anakin here looks like a young Vader. He's got the chest plate. He's got the cape. That's cool. I don't know whether to add a lightsaber deactivation sound for when Anakin turns off the saber, or if he should just not never activate the saber. That's cool. I love these Revenge of the Sith chicken walkers, whatever they're in. Look, the invasion of Kashyyyk. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Yeah, so what's cool about this is at first it sounds like a cover of the Trade Federation theme, but it's actually the unofficial Clone Trooper theme that you hear in Revenge of the Sith, and it's kind of like it's poet. You know, the clones do become like this, so it's quite sad. I don't even know what this species is, and again, this looks like a Ralph McQuarrie concept art, and it's so sad. It kind of reminds me like the Battle of is it Normandy? I don't know. Look at that. And look, it's Max Rebo, his species. And here we go. We got Tough Grievous. You guys have already seen my Canon Edition recoloring of Grievous. It cost me hundreds upon hundreds to get it done, but now that I've Now that I've got it done, to me, I find it weird seeing him in white. He just seems, not really fleshed out. Somebody raised a very good point to me. During the Battle of Hypori, Grievous could still be bone white, because he is fresh. He's in a, it could, It's almost like his first battle, so he's fresh out of the assembly line. So that's a lot to consider, but I still think his legs need addressing and things. So ultimately, if I'm gonna do half of it, I can do all of, I mean, I might as well do all of it. And there we go. Palpatine. Yeah, I have to do my Welsh app or I lose my streak. Good. Yep. This is cool. So this sort of reinforces the fact that Palpatine stages his own kidnapping. But the question is whether Grievous knows it's him, like he's Palpatine or not. And in Legends, he doesn't know it's Palpatine. And I think in canon it remains the same. So it's cool. All this is epic. I love the Phase Two micro series troopers. It's weird seeing Mace Windu in shoulder armor and um and a cloak, because you never see them wear both in the 3D show, like shoulder armors and capes. So I don't know. I find it odd. Oh yeah, like, here comes like a really awkward joke. Like it's not an awkward joke, but like the shot lasts on it way too long. It's I don't know. It's goofy. That's a cool shot though. All that is just fucking awesome. That is just epic. And then I don't know what the name of these Republic cruisers are. The ones that land. Like it's what is that? That looks like a Naboo kind of freighter. I don't know. Does anyone know the name of this ship? But again, it's a 3D object that looks 2D. It's awesome. And look at these shots. Two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. That's cool. All. I love the focus. Yeah, look at that. The shift of focus in the camera is just awesome. Nilvan is obviously scrapped in your edit, but I think the alien there do look like the Navi from Avatar. They probably are since they left Pandora. Nelvan is not scrapped in my edit. Ilum is scrapped, the one with the Jedi crystals. But this what you're watching right now, it is not scrapped at all. It's just being pushed into. I'm just putting it in a different time period, but it's not being scrapped at all. Not at all. This what you're witnessing right now is staying with. It's just going to be edited like everything else, because I think it's fundamental to Anakin's character. Look at this, Anakin with his impatience. Whoa, that's a cool shot. That's epic. I might even add his lightsaber being retracted. And also, I'm going to do a fun edit to one of the masks. I'm going to edit it to look like Uka Uka's, not Uka Uka, Aku Aku from, nope, well, basically the good mask from Crash Bandicoot. And look at this. That is epic. That is awesome. Oh, so yeah, King. I'm not scrapping the Nelvon arc. I'm just altering the deal. Pray I don't alter it any further. No, I'm just changing some of the details on it. So I think it's good. I think personally, I'm going to put Nelvon before the Battle of Christophsis, unless unless Tales of the Jedi says otherwise. So I'm going to change the clone troopers in the Nelvon arc to phase one troopers, and I'm just going to get rid of, and we could still, I can still get rid of the Grievous line and just I'm going to repurpose this, but yeah, this thing's still happening. It's too important to skip. It's awesome. Look at this. Just look at the art. Look at it's the whole thing looks like a painting. It's awesome. It's sad. Yeah, you know what? These things do look like the Navi, but they are. I mean, these guys came out first, didn't they? Yeah, these guys predate James Cameron's Avatar, so it's pretty awesome. Maybe I should even do like a very subtle Avatar Easter egg without ruining the flow of the edit. Very degree. Okay. That guy looks disgusting. He looks like a big human cat with pus in his eyes. He's old, man. Well, it's not pus. It's sleep, whatever. Those crumbs you get in the eyes. I love this reveal now. Yeah, I love that 3PO was there during the Battle of Coruscant. Would you see the Nelvon people as the Navi, like a James Cameron's Avatar crossover in Yellow? Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. Oh yeah. Yeah. So I think I would put a not as yeah. I think I would put a small reference or Easter egg in this because Star Wars does have the occasional references. If I'm not mistaken, they have a Star Trek ship in the Phantom Menace, and you also see the space pod from 2001: A Space Odyssey in the Phantom Menace. So I'm not afraid of referencing other sci-fi shows. Now I'll tell you what's annoying about the Battle of Coruscant is I'm going to have to painstakingly recolor these battle droids. Sorry, these vulture droids to the blue ones that you see in Revenge of the Sith. So blue. I have no idea how Mace would do hot wires one, but I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Why not? Look at this. That's cool. And all this is cool. It's just great work. All the 3D objects. Seeing Mace Windu as well. It's just amazing. And I love the Arc 170 fighters. Yeah, exactly. Or the ETs in the Senate. In fact, there's a lot of cameos in the Phantom Menace. Now, look, this is a ridiculous. Like, even as far as battles go, that is a ridiculous amount of white dots that are them. But I'll allow it. It's just wow. This is cool. I don't know whether to make. I don't know whether to keep Windu ship purple or if would he really be bothered that much about customization? Because Jedi aren't supposed to have attachments. That's more of an Anakin thing to do, having ships your own personal color. So I wouldn't be surprised if Mace Windu's starfighter was the default yellow or red even. No, yeah, the default red. This guy's cool. I don't know whether he's actually alive in the canon timeline, but that's pretty epic. Look at him. The question is, how the hell do they get in when shouldn't the gas be shouldn't the air vacuum be blowing them out? Did he did Mace Windu have the purple ship in 3D1? I've never seen it. What episode is that in? Look at this. You got Nelvan again. I need to add some Avatar reference, some little Navi reference here, and make the mistake. I will. I love this because it's all about Anakin's ghost hand and it's like foreshadowing. Hold, hold cassette. It's fucking cool. Yeah, all the wide-eyed inclination. But again, all I would do in my canon edit is isolate each of these battles into their. Oh, see that is way too many. That is far too many droid cars for Yoda to lift. Like, you don't want to make him overpowered, overpowerful, OP. That's cool. I don't know if these ships need a slight recoloring, but it's all epic. And perhaps some of these I'll allow, but again, I'm going to be nerfing a lot of characters. I'll have a look. I'll have to check afterwards. Now, what this is going to piss off a lot of people, but um, that deer fighting with Yoda in Coruscant, that's not happening. I'm cutting that out. That just seems. I can't imagine Yoda thinking it's a good idea to bring a live creature to the siege of Coruscant. I don't mind him having that creature at the start of the micro series, but not in my vision. This is a cool Anakin tattoo, by the way. I really want it. If I had a better physique and if I wouldn't be mocked relentlessly by my friends, I would get this tattoo. I think it's awesome. A nice sort of Star Wars reference. That's cool. Uh, Junaki Bajam says, "What's happening?" Well, if you watch my screen, we're watching Volume 2 of the Clone Wars micro series, um, and we're just having a good old knees up about it. Nah, good old Fordo. The only thing I don't like about Fordo here is I think the way they drew all the Phase 2 trooper masks, they aren't accurate. They look like sort of like Imperial clone troopers, if that makes sense. So personally, I think I might have to slightly readjust Fordo ever so slightly. And again, I'm also look this what you're seeing right now. I'm taking it out. Like Mace Windu did not do this. This is bullshit. Um, but yeah, like I'll start the fight from these close-ups where Windu has a lightsaber. And here's Palpatine having a cup of tea, watching it go by. Uh, AG, I don't blame you, my friend. You know what? There is no way I'm doing the 3D show, the 3D film tonight. I'll do it next. I'll do that next Friday, and the Friday after we'll do the Revenge of the Sith. But AG, thank you for joining us, my friend. Take it easy, and may the Force be with you. Yeah, and Judiki's just pointed out that Mace Windu's probably using Force abilities when he's punching these droids to death. I don't even doubt that. I really don't. The only problem I have with it is I just don't like the look of it. I think because you don't see it in the 3D show or in anything else, it just seems like exclusive to this, and I don't. It's kind of like when you see Rey Force heal Kylo and Kylo Force heal Rey in The Rise of Skywalker. It's like, yes, the Force ability does exist in other episodes, but because it's not as prominent until the last film, it almost feels like a plot hole, even though it's not. So I feel like it's the same with Mace Windu punching droids to death. To me, that is like it looks like a plot hole, even if technically it isn't. So there you go. May the Force be with you, AG. Thanks for watching. This is cool. Um, there's a lot of shots that could be the final shots. Like like Grievous throwing the clone out the window. Um, that could have been the final shot before we cut to the hallway. But equally, the mask stomping on the mask is a nice final shot as well. But what I think I'll do for this edit, as you hear all the horrors going on in the hallway, I'm gonna keep cutting back and forth uh, to the Grievous slaughter clip. This is cool though. Look at this. If you want to join the Volume 2, if you want to get Volume 2 up on your Disney Plus or YouTube, because there's a lot of people can watch on YouTube, we are 39 minutes in, and I'll let you know when we're about to be 40 minutes in. I don't mind this being a force effect, by the way. I think it's epic. And also, listen to the breathing here. This is Darth Vader's breath sped up. Somebody suggested adding elevator music here, and I think I might do it just to make the scene more hilarious. And somebody said, um, I just like how smug Palpatine is in a scene, like he's saying all according to plan. Yeah, that's absolutely right. Again, about the white fur Jedi with the Lithium Jedi, wasn't the species just discovered a seven? I'm not sure what you're talking about, my friend. Um, actually, both those Jedi you see there are based on the species you see in are based on the species you see in A New Hope during the Cantina scene. In the Cantina scene, they are the bar patrons. I'll have to check out my Grievous video after. Let's see. Oh man, we've got 22 minutes left. I am so tired. I feel sick. Um, we'll do the 3D show. We'll do the 3D film tomorrow, I think, if that's okay, guys. I'm so sorry to let you guys down, but I'm just fighting sleep, you know. Um, and for a lot of you, you come from different time zones as well. It's just I think I bit off more than I can chew. This is cool. This scene is, in my book, Anakin's first vision. Like in my canon edit, this is Anakin's first vision of the future of his Darth Vader self, and I think it serves a lot better doing this before the Battle of Christophsis, because later when you see the Mortis arc, that is a much stronger vision, and that's because the sun is like the Force incarnate. This is cool. All this you know what? One thing Star Wars seems to get wrong is like Dagobah cave visions. Ever since The Empire Strikes Back, whenever you see a cave vision, it isn't it misses the point of the Dagobah cave vision. Remember in Dagobah where everything went slow motion and kind of flashy, and you could tell it wasn't real time. Well, in the Force Unleashed 2 and in the Rise of Skywalker, whenever we see like the equivalent of a cave vision, it's in real time, and that kind of takes away the mystique, if you ask me. But in here, I feel this is like a close second to the Dagobah cave vision. It just seems kind of eerie. It's so cool. I love what they do here. I think it was very creative with the hieroglyphics, not hieroglyphics, the caveman painting. It's epic. This is cool. And then like how the dark side turns on Anakin. And if you pay attention closely, he is force choking Padme there. Oh, I've just had an epic idea of what voice I'm gonna swap out the word Anakin to something else. Um and it's gonna be so eerie. I love it. I fucking love it. I'm so pleased. I just came up with an idea for the micro series whilst watching the original micro series. I love these IGN battle droids. They never say anything, which is a shame because I would love to give them their game audio from from the Revenge of the Sith game, but they never say anything in the 3D show either. So I'm gonna keep them mute. You never hear them talk in canon, and it sucks. This guy with his bare feet, Palpatine. Sometimes their faces just look so goofy. It's epic though. This guy is. He looks like he's wearing sandals, but he's not. I think he was meant to wear sandals, and they just couldn't be bothered editing them. I might have to draw them. I'll give him some like Asian samurai sandals. That's cool. Yeah, big. Yeah, that's cool. All of it's awesome. Yeah, I think the sign. This makes me laugh. Please deposit. Please deposit. Please deposit. Please deposit. Please deposit. Please. Oh, that's got to change. There's a fucking plaque behind them of like Yoda giving them a thumbs up. Okay, I am not having that. That takes away like Yoda species. It's bad enough that Yaddle exists, but I'm not having that billboard behind. This is cool. I like the whole train sequence. Um, it's just it just adds. I mean, it's so you don't really see trains in Star Wars other than Solo, a Star Wars story. I wish there was a way I could make them more sci-fi-ish. Maybe I can. I'll have to find a way. But it's still cool nevertheless. Look at that. That's epic. It's a shame that in Volume 1 they did every time like a droid gets cut up, it doesn't they never added those like orangey yellow uh beam melt things. This is cool. That is cool. The whole thing's just epic. It's a shame I can't add more people. I'd love to give more life to the train station. Give make sure there's more people. Uh, I see Yoda. Please keep it. Oh yeah. So basically, in the train station, there was a poster in the background of like what looked like Yoda. Now I know you like Yoda and you want to. Juniki says that I see Yoda. Please keep it. I'm afraid not. Yoda is a Jedi Master, not a spokesperson for Subway sandwiches. I don't like the idea of him being there. But who knows? I could find another alien that exists in canon that we could just stick there as a nice little Easter egg. Crimson Moore's already added a really epic Easter egg in Palpatine's office. We've painted over one of the bland office paintings with something far more recognizable. Now, see this? This could be a foreshadowing to Mustafar when Anakin's climbing up the hill. It's fucking epic. Look at that. He's more machine now than man, twisted and evil. Ah, the classic V1s. That's a fucking cool shot. Well, that's the thing. Well, no, no, no. I get that, but I don't want to make that. I don't like the implication that Yoda species is common. I like the idea that they're a mystery character because all other um all other characters in Star Wars have a Wikipedia page on what their species is, except for Yoda. And because he's a mystery, I think the less of him, the better. I don't mind Yaddle, but I mean, sorry, not Yaddle. I mean, I don't mind Yaddle, but like, I don't mind Grogu. But the idea that there's only one Yoda makes him even more mysterious. So I don't want like other Yodas being able to access the civilized world, because who knows where Yoda's from? Maybe like he's from a lost civilization. So I think I'll either color that other Yoda purple, or just replace it altogether. What I was gonna say. Yeah, you know what's weird? The droids are finally the correct color here. They're not that Geonosian brown. They've been changed to that golden color. Now, one thing I need to do here is I need to make sure those aliens, the ones that are operating on these droids, um, they, I'm gonna make sure they don't have feet but have wheels for feet. Um, I just don't like women. Yeah, thanks, Dan Heald. Yeah, that's why I don't like Yaddle because she's a a female Yoda. I respect women. I respect women so much I completely stay away from them. Um, Look at this. Epic on all proportions. And then in my canon edit, I am getting rid of this alien, this whatever he's riding. Like Yoda says, go now, not no longer safe for you it is. And it's like it was never safe for it. It was never safe for it. Um, Look at this. Windu's just the man. I have no idea what those droids are. They kind of look like those big like giant ones you see in Attack of the Clones. So maybe it's that. Look at this. And then you got Mace Windu. It's Fordo time. Maybe maybe replace it with Yavin. I'm not going to replace it with known Jedi. Maybe Yarrow's. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Maybe I will replace him with Yarl because in Legends, Yarl saved Coruscant, doesn't it? Oh no, that's Yaddle. Yaddle saved Coruscant. Um, but I don't know if that's in canon now. Um, I tell you what, actually, if in Tales of the Jedi, Yaddle does save Coruscant again, I'm going to turn that billboard into Yaddle. I'll just add like the brown ponytails onto Yoda species, and that way everybody's happy. Here's Shaq T against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bzz. Previously on Clone Wars, nothing's changed. Also, Anakin's a dick for not like at least cutting open that Bacta tank or whatever it is. And, do you know what I mean? Like he should be saving that guy, but instead he's just like fucking up his friends. Oh yeah, that. Oh yeah. Well, that's all right then. If those tall droids are seen in the Clone Wars movies, that's fine by me. Look at that. I've dated a girl who looks like that. Um, I'm joking. I've never dated a girl. Nah, I'm joking. These guys are like grotesque. I love it. Um, it's weird. Yeah, it's kind of sad, but it's in a weird way. This is kind of foreshadowing what happens to Anakin because they all these guys get their robotic arms replaced and then they become puppets for like an evil master. And I mean, look at them at the end. They like Vader. They no longer have hair, and they're just shells of their former selves. Look at this. Oh, you chitty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang me. I don't think we needed a fade there. Like they could have just cut straight to that shot. Shakti is a master. This is like no other way to put it. She's like holding her own against 9 of these things. Ouch, ouch. Look at that. It's like something out of the Matrix, son. I feel like they've put this in a different order. No, could be a mistake. And I haven't watched this fully in a long time. I've been so focused on the Volume 1 portion, I've not even watched much of Volume 2. Fucking tired. 8 minutes and I get to go to bed. And we'll do the other one soon, I promise. I did a video edit of this scene which is a parody of Loki scene in Avengers. So be sure to check that out. And look at this big dive, big dive. This reminds me of Iron Robot when he has to dive down to the system core. It's pretty cool. Let's see. So I've thought about it. That looks like a big Kuiper crystal, actually. I've thought about it, and I think the reason he doesn't, I believe the reason he doesn't simply force pull it out of the beam is because it's been held by magnets, which is why, it's still not happening. It's like taking ages. This is cool. One thing you need to know about Anakin's mechanical arm is that when it's been built for him, it's been built to feel pain. So that really did hurt him. Not to mention the lightning was just shooting through him. Arthur. I'll have a listen, my friend. I'll have a listen to Hans Zimmer. This is my world, and I'll see if I can make it work. This is a cool scene. Everything about this is a work of art, but just epic. Like Anakin just destroys these guys, as he should, mind. But yeah, he's just like totally tapping into the dark side now. Look at that, savage. Ouch. So in my canon edit, this happens before the Battle of Christophsis, although I'll have to give him a haircut and everything. And the reason why is because, look, he's ashamed to use the dark side until this. Once he sees that they've ripped their hands off, he realizes what he's done, tapping into his anger, actually ended up being used as a force for good. And this could better explain why he's so comfortable force choking people in the first season of the 3D Clone Wars. So so I think this will take place before the Battle of Christophsis, personally. Look at that, look at defeat. And then I love that this kind of mirrors Luke saving Vader, because look, it's like then Vader's child says you're still my father, and this girl says uh, Apu or something that sounds like father in Nelvanian, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, fucking. I think I read a really sad Wikipedia. I think it was on Wikipedia. But someone was basically saying that these guys do not shrink down and go back to normal, and that they're stuck like that forever. And it's like, wow, that's pretty dark. But at least they're sort of, yeah, they're coming together slowly. That's the main thing. I might be able to, I might be able to put in two references in this section of the micro series alone. I might be able to do the mask from Crash Bandicoot as one of theirs, but I could also get the mask from Abe's Odyssey from Big Face. I could put him as one of the guys. That'd be awesome. I like doing cameos and Easter eggs. Look at this, all the security doors. Now look at this. You look behind them when this door closes. There's nothing there, and then yeah, exactly. Then Grievous just pops out. I personally don't like that. There's already a scene in the that's a great shot. It popped in. So there's already a scene in the micro series when in Volume One where you can see Grievous hiding behind them, his shadow. So I'm going to add that again. And look, here is the reveal again of his extra arms. Epic. Oh my god, I am so tired. I apologize for my unprofessionalist. But what I'll endeavour to watch the 3D show at a later day. I'll just have to change my thumbnail to Volume 2 or something. Look at that. I love the desperation, though. She's running. She's using that force speed. You're mine, old man. I'm not afraid of you. You wouldn't dare harm the Chancellor of the Galactic Republic. Whatever would your master say? I like that Grievous sort of reinforces that Palpatine and Sidious are two separate people, so like the audience is left to wonder who his master is. But it's cool. You are tired, Jedi. You won't be needing this. I have something else in mind. And then from this, I think I'll leave her fate. I think I'll leave her fate unseen because it just sort of it leaves it on such a great cliffhanger. You know, did Grievous kill her or is Anakin the one to kill her? We'll see. Somebody asks me what is my thoughts on Star Wars TV shows like Mando, Boba, and Obi-Wan. I loved Obi-Wan. I think it's brilliant. I love The Mandalorian. I didn't mind Book of Boba Fett, but it needs a lot of work to it. But I don't mind it. Personally, I think Disney should have started off with TV shows and then uh, made a roadmap of how the sequel should have gone. So I feel like it's a missed. You know, the TV shows I think are great. I've got there's not one Star Wars show that I dislike so far, so that's good. Yeah. So at the end of the micro series, I'll repurpose all the scenes and stuff, but it's gonna be at the end. It's gonna be just before the Siege of Mandalore. That's how I personally see it. Um, so look, Anakin getting the message. I'm gonna cut this out, so only Obi-Wan gets it. Here we go. And then Anakin's marching off. I love it. And that's an epic shot. And my micro series canon edit is going to end on that shot too. It's just awesome. Well, guys, we did it. We fucking did it. I am so happy. Thank you so much. I'm gonna get going. I know I promised 3 movies, and I apologize profusely, but my eyes are absolutely dropping, and I can, my words are slurring. That's how fucking tired I am. Guys, I really appreciate you. I might be on tomorrow, but I'm definitely on next Friday. Please consider donating to the micro series canon edit and help bring this thing closer to life. It would be I would be so grateful. And there are bigger and better prizes the more you donate, including a your face actually appearing in the end credits as a micro series character as a thank you. But yeah, guys, thank you for sticking with it, sticking with us, and watching it. It's awesome. I really appreciate it. All right, my friends, take it easy. Goodbye and good night. May the force be with you.